Anise. Now, we're all pretty familiar with the flavour of anise, but people are not always sure exactly where it comes from. You get the flavour of anise very strongly in the Greek drink ouzo, for instance. And we do get anise from a couple of different sources. The most common source of getting the true anise flavour is from anise seed. So these are the seeds of the anise plant, and these have a high level of a substance called anethol, which is where we get this really anise flavour. Now, anethol also occurs in other spices, and the other spice that you'll find it in fairly commonly is fennel seed. So when you taste fennel seed, you will notice that it has an anise-like flavour. But fennel seed is very different to anise seed. They're quite different seeds. Now, the other one that will sometimes cause a little confusion is star anise. Now, this is a completely different spice. It's called star anise because it's the shape of a star. It's very characteristic to Chinese cooking. You'll find nearly all Chinese dishes will contain some star anise. Chinese five spice is dominated by star anise. And the star anise itself is the seed pod of a species of magnolia. Now, a lot of authors incorrectly call it star anise seed. It is not. It is not an anise seed. It is the seed pod that you use. It's not the seeds themselves. The seeds are contained within the pod, but it is the whole pod that you use. Star anise is quite a strong flavour profile, so you don't need to use very much of it. Another spice that does have some anise notes in it, which is again quite different to these other ones, is licorice. And licorice you will also find is used quite a lot in Asian cooking. It's nothing like the confectionery licorice. The confectionery licorice it is based on taking an extract of the licorice root, but it is not at all sweet. So when you use licorice in cooking, which you can either get in its powder form or the small chopped pieces of licorice root, you will find that it is not sweet, but it gives a very definite licorice flavour to a lot of Chinese meals. Very versatile indeed.